G'day, that's Slot Car Guy here, and welcome to episode 5 of my 5 favourites. Yes, episode 5 already. Now, this is a series I created to show off some of my collection. If there's a story to tell about one of those slot cars, I will tell that story. So let's get stuck into it. Let's start off with car number 1. What have I chosen? Well, let's find out together. So for car number 1, we're going with one of my favourite companies of all time, and of course it's SRC with the incredible Peugeot 205 Evo 2 in the Chrono Edition. Now, if you're not familiar with SRC, they are a limited run company, so they do make limited runs of their car, and this exact car is car number 23 out of 315. So if you are wanting some of their future release stuff, jump on them because they do go very quick and they do make limit to run. But in front of me, I do have a beautiful rally car. It is the Peugeot 205 in the Chrono Edition. Now, again, if you're not familiar with SRC, they do 2 runs of the car, an original series and the Chrono series. Now, this is the Chrono series, which means it's the race ready or the watered down on the detailed version of that car. Now, when I say watered down, this still has very, very good detail, but the original series will have an added detailed engine compartment or something similar, and some maybe added mud flaps or some other stuff that make that car a bit more detailed. And of course, when you're racing, that extra weight and parts may come off. So here we are, the Peugeot 205 Evo in the Chrono Edition with car number 1. So for car number 2, we've gone with an old favourite. I've gone with Ninko. If you do watch my channel, you do know I love Ninko, but we've gone with a very old JDM release, and of course we're all crazy about JDM these days, but back then I think Ninko were just putting out cars that we all enjoyed. And in front of you is the Toyota Celica 1997 Rally Edition in the Marlboro livery. Really cool car. It's quite an old slot car now. I think maybe early thousands, late 90s. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I do like my older stuff. What do I think about the box on this? It's the Model Racing Car Ninko box. I don't think I was a very big fan of the style of this box. I do like the big crystal case, but nevertheless, I'm a collector, so I had to grab this. Now, is this a good slot car to run around your track? For me, it is, but I think in today's standards, it's more like a toy, and those decals are stickers, so we don't really see that much anymore. So there we go, car number 2 with an old favourite Ninko. We've gone JDM, we've gone Toyota Celica, and we've gone Marlboro livery. So what do I have for car number 3? Well, let's find out together. So for car number 3, I've gone with a bit of an Australian special here. It's fly slot, but not just any fly slot, a Bathurst special. It's the BMW M3 E30, driven by 2 absolute legends in 1987, Jim Richards and Tony Longhurst. But you can't go past a JPS livery. But the other reason I chose a fly slot car, I did love how in this range they did the inline motor in the front of the car where the real engine or motor of the car would be positioned, which got me thinking, should slot car manufacturers put the motor or the electric motor in the slot car where it should be in real life? Would that make our racing more realistic? I don't know. Hit the comments and let me know. But it is a bit of an Australian special. It's a Bathurst car, it's JPS livery, 2 awesome drivers. What more do you want for car number 3? But what do I have for car number 4? Well, are we going retro? I think we are. So for car or bike number 4, I have gone retro Scalextric once again, and I think my collection has a lot of retroness by Scalextric in it, but this is the motorbike and sidecar, the Racing Red by the legends themselves, Scalextric, and I'm a huge fan of this model. I am trying to complete the range. It did come out in different colors, and I think most notably the one I do want is the Power Rangers sidecar, and it is really cool. I think yellow was one of the colors I did sell. I hope they did the whole range. I can't remember, but let me know in the comments. But I do want to get some Power Rangers action around my track. Talking about getting this thing around the track, it is a difficult thing to drive around the corners. It does want to roll over. It is a trike underneath, 2 wheels at the rear and 1 sort of off center at the front. So it is favorable to one side of the trike itself. But I do like when a company does something different. And I think we need to see more of this in our hobby today, because we are spoiled with some beautiful cars and trucks. But this kind of stuff I think is really, really cool. So there we have it, some retroness for car or bike number 4. What have I got to finish off episode 5? Well, it was a world premiere at the time, not anymore. What could it be? Let's have a look. So to finish off episode 5, for car number 5, I've chosen a very, very beautiful car by an extremely good company, Beam BRM, who are a big supporter of my channel. But I was lucky enough to receive this beautiful Camaro Z28 Black Edition before anyone else, I believe, in the world. And when I reviewed it, it was a world premiere. So please check it out on my channel. It is quite an old review now, so it's no longer a world premiere, but I did receive this from BRM very, very early, and I was allowed to review this before anyone else had their hands on it. And what a car to review. Now, if you're not into 1/24 scale, please check out BRM and please grab one of their cars. They do a beautiful range of 1/24 scale cars, but you will not regret it. I was converted to collecting, to racing. I have dabbled in 1/24 scale before, but this was a game changer. This brand is doing incredible things. And of course, the sister company being Revo is their 132 scale little brothers and sisters, if you want to call that. So you are buying quality stuff. So there we have it, a world premiere car at the time for car number 5 to finish off episode 5. So episode 5 is done and dusted. 5 different slot cars by 5 different manufacturers with an old world exclusive thrown in the mix for you to enjoy for this episode. What was your favorite out of my 5? But I think better off, what is your favorite 5 for this week? Please hit the comments to let me know, because I do love reading what other people are collecting, because we all collect different things. Now, talking about difference, I do like to try different things on my channel. I do have an email in the description of every video I do, and of course the bio of this channel has my email on it, and it's there for a reason. And if you are building any white kits, if you're a scratch builder building any slot cars or even some dioramas, or if you want to share a picture of your track, please send them to me in this email and I will share those on upcoming videos. But I do have some stuff to share for this episode, and a massive thank you to Tim Bovey, who has reached out and sent me some photos of 2 white kit builds that he's done and some pics of his track. Now keep in mind, these are white kits. These cars come with no decal, no paint, no nothing. So the first one is an Alpha by Slot-It. He has painted up and put his own touches to it, which I think it looks really, really good. And the second car is a Maserati by Slot-It. And again, it was a white kit, so he's painted it, put the decals, and finished it off to how he likes it, which I think it's an incredible job. And here are some pictures of his track, which I do love sharing other track designs. So please, if you are interested in sharing some of your stuff on my channel, reach out and send me an email. I would really appreciate it. I would love to share other users' stuff out there, because it is a very big community. But as always, at That Slot Car Guy on Instagram and YouTube, be safe, take care, support your local. Ciao.
Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side.